Steve Phelps, the commissioner now, or was, I guess he's going to be commissioner for another month or so, of NASCAR, resigns. I think it's fair to say, whether it was resigned, let go, it was kind of clear that after the comments came out, the leaked messages or emails of what he said about Richard Childress, that he was a stupid redneck that needed to be taken back and flogged. However you feel about Steve Phelps and what he accomplished during his time at NASCAR, to me, even that just seemed like one where you couldn't get past that. Is that fair to say?
I think it's fair to say. I think that was the death blow. Steve did a lot of good things. He was a great communicator and did a lot of good work. Uh, but there was quite a few decisions, in the past, you know, several years, many years that didn't pan out to be the best decision. Um, as a whole, anybody who's in the power is always going to have you're not going to do everything right. I think Steve did a lot of good for NASCAR. I think with this lawsuit and with the remarks that came out, I don't see any way around it. It Not because he's a bad person or anything else. I'm not saying that. I'm saying from the optics of it. If I'm NASCAR, I got to turn the corner. This lawsuit's behind me. We're going to make this points change. We're going to try to go back and embrace, our sport as it is instead of making it something different. We need. He's got to go. I mean, that's the way I would feel if I was a France. Not because of any other performance other than, hey, we need to turn a corner here. That's part of turning the corner. And he made himself look real bad with these comments. Um, and that overshadows all the good work that he's done here. Sometimes you have to make those changes. Sometimes you have to change a crew chief or, in these corporate, CEOs. Sometimes the CEO's got to go for no other reason than just optics. It makes things, makes a different perspective. So, I don't have any ill will. I know a lot of fans do. I don't have any ill will towards Steve Phelps. I do recognize that he did a lot of good work and made a lot of good decisions. I didn't like, and many of us didn't like some of them, but that's not why. That's not the real reason that I think he had to move on.